Okay, so this is Law and Ethics, chapter 17. And this chapter is a little long, but it's mostly just about some news reporters excuse me, that released a video of a girl getting into a car crash with a drunk driver. This occurred in 2007, and essentially the man was drunk, crashed into this girl, and they had footage of it, and they were trying to figure out whether or not to release this to both the court and the news, and also show it on the news. And so they ended up, and even the father actually came to them and begged for them to not show it, but eventually, after talking it over with their boss, they decided to do it anyways and give it to the court. And they felt that part was necessary, and they also felt like, well, he could just not watch the news. And the person who actually talked it over with his boss, he felt like at the time it wasn't really like the ethical situation, but I think when it all came out, he felt like it was all right. Didn't really regret it much, but that's pretty much what happened for the chapter. The hypothetical comes from a curator. It says, let's say you're a crime scene photographer and there was a horrific crime that happened in your area. You go down to the crime scene to take pictures, and those same photos of the victims and everything around them would be shown to the public and in court. Family of the victims asks you to not show any of the pictures, even if it's for evidence, because they do not want to see their loved one in that state, nor do they want others to see them in that state either. Would you promise the victim's family that you wouldn't take them or release them out of respect and empathy? Or do you tell them that you can't make any promises? Kind of like what he did in the chapter. If you were to make either of those decisions, how would you feel afterward? What would be at risk, your career or being a decent human being, essentially? That's how it gets put. And honestly, I would probably release them for the court, because the court probably needs that. They need to see that evidence. But for a news story, I understand that you want to get all the latest news out there, but if part of your job is to cause the least amount of harm as possible, and the family is asking you to, I mean, that's kind of causing emotional harm in a way, isn't it? I don't know, I could be wrong, but I feel like it's just kind of not right to do to the family. So I wouldn't release